Hey Sagittarius, welcome to this channel. This is our weekly reading for the week of February the 4th. I keep forgetting that we are in February now. Time flies. So, yeah, this is our weekly reading. So, let's see what's coming through for you guys. You can use this for your sun, moon, and rising sign. If Sagittarius is your sun sign, remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. And if you like what you see here, please do remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what your thoughts are if you feel comfortable. So let's see what's coming through for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So Sagittarius, your card is the Hierophant. And then on the back of the deck, we have the Fool card. Okay, with Hierophant, something to do with an organization, an institution. It could also be a priest or some kind of like ceremonies for some of you. For some, it may have something to do with graduation, or it could be that you are learning something. So yeah, a Hierophant. And with the Hierophant, and then here we have the Fool card. So two major arcana cards here for you guys. With the Fool card, what I would say is a new beginning for some of you. So a new beginning, and Fool is also a card of trust, faith. You trusting yourself. And with the Hierophant, this is like you. It could be that you are consulting someone, for their perspectives. Things like that. A third party perspective. Just if you are going through something that is. But with both these cards, what I would say is Fool is ruled by the planet Uranus. So this is like, with both these cards, what I would say is this is contrast though, opposite energy, because Hierophant is someone, it doesn't have to be your energy. It could be your energy or it could be somebody else, like an energy of a situation. So with Hierophant, this is like someone who have like fixed ideas about things. This old way of doing things, like traditional way of doing things. So it could be that for some of you, you are approaching the situations you are coming across in a traditional way, like religion, something to do with spirituality here, and going by the books, something like that. And the Fool card is opposite energy. It could also be someone who doesn't follow the rules, and Fool is someone who trusts his own wisdom. He trusts his own heart. He doesn't necessarily go by the books. So with both these cards, whatever it is that you are working on, what you are coming across, the situation that you are coming across, I would say, trust your own intuition. And yes, it's you also, sometimes depending upon the situations, it's okay to ask for perspectives, to understand, in order to see the situation in its entirety, because sometimes we also need to know what our blind spots are. So it's important that we are consulting someone for their perspective, and but we don't want to just blindly follow their advice, their suggestions, right? We also want to know what works for us, what is right for us. So be aware of that. And with the Fool card, looks like maybe there are certain things you are not seeing at this time. So make sure that you have, for instance, if it's a partnership, collaboration, and agreement, something like that, make sure everything is clear. What are the challenges? So I would say be prepared, But the thing is, even with our, a lot of preparation, sometimes things doesn't go well. But this is about taking care of the basics. If you come across any challenges, um, how are you going to take care of it? Things like that. So that understanding needs to be there, so you know what you are getting into, know what you are signing up for, and what are the challenges. And when you come across one, how are you going to take care of them? So you are yeah, right. And here with the full card, again, this has to do with trust, my dear. This has to do with the faith. um, uh, uh, on the other hand, what I would say, when it comes to your interpersonal relationships, right, uh, we don't want to be a fool. If this is something that I was just telling Scorpions, actually. So when somebody breaks our trust, right, and when you when you know, uh, also know your past experiences. Okay, when you know um, what's going on in the environment and things like that, and where others are coming from, and your own past experiences with them. But if you still choose to confide in them, if you still choose to place your trust on them, um, you will you may come across the same experiences in future as well, right? They may break your trust, and then you will be heartbroken again. So I don't want to scare you guys. I'm so sorry. It is uh, it is what it is, my dear. You know, it's just that I don't with the Fool card is very innocent, very pure at heart, very, they just trust everybody around. They just and then they confide in them, and that doesn't go well, and that's really heartbreaking, when people use it against you and things like that. So been there, done that. So that's why I just want to let you guys know what you are getting into. But if you are okay with that, but then you are fine. Because what I would say is, you just want to make sure that, do you ask yourself, do you trust yourself? People, how they are going to react, and uh, today they will be friendly, and tomorrow they will be a totally different person. So there is no guarantee, right? um, and then it same goes for situations we come across in our everyday life. We don't know what we can expect tomorrow. Something unexpected may happen, and we would be like, what the heck is going on? But then it's all has to do with trusting ourselves, right? It has nothing to do with people and circumstances, because there is no guarantee. Nobody can give us guarantee. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So, but if you trust yourself, if you know how you can responding to how you want to respond to those situations when something unpleasant comes up, that is your choice. And when you are aware of it, then it will be possible for you to live freely, and live with an open heart and open mind, and don't be afraid of things, because if something bad happens, you can handle it. So if that is a place you are coming from, go ahead. But yeah, just wanted to uh, remind you guys what this card means. So yeah, trust your own intuition. In this case, your intuition is your best counsel. Okay, so yeah, take some time to really understand what's going on in the body, and before you make any decision, just sit down and check with yourself how you are feeling about this decision. Do you feel a sense of like you feel enthusiastic, happy, inspired, or do you feel kind of closed out? You know, if that is the case, maybe this needs some kind of reflection. You know, so you want to take some time to really understand what's going on. And if you have the complete information, if you are seeing things clearly, if you are understanding things clearly, and if you need some time, things like that. So two major arcana cards for Sagittarius. So let's see, for some it may, or it could also be travel. It could be, you know, therapy, counseling, yeah, something like that. Could also be, you know, psychic awareness, or maybe you are consulting a psychic, a tarot reader, an astrologer for a reading, things like that. So let's see what's coming on the oracle cards for you. Okay, Sagittarius, your message is prayer. All right, and this is church. Some, you know, religions, ceremonies going on here, spirituality. It could also be that you are taking up some kind of spiritual practice. It could be yoga, meditation, or Reiki, Tai Chi. I don't know, you know. So yes, let's see. Dear guardian angel, help me to be flexible in my attitudes and beliefs. Help me not to fear the transient nature of life. Help me to remember the eternal light which emanates from my soul. And the eternal light which emanates from the heart of every living being. Help me to remember that I am eternally guided and loved by God and all creation. So this is something that I was, you know, that I was talking about when it comes to the Hierophant. Hierophant could mean like being fixated on old ideas and beliefs about life, or it could also be a situation. So it's also like closed out energy. So, and here this is an open mind, open heart, trust, faith, and things like that. So here with both these cards, you may feel that push and pull. You know, when it comes to certain situations, you will be like, you know, a fixed mindset. And when it comes to something else, you're like open, and that is what nature of life is, right? It all depends upon the situation. And so the message is, it's about asking for guidance. It's about you know, using your own discernment. Where do you want to be more flexible and keep an open heart and open mind, and where do you want to pull back a little bit? So let me read this out to you just one more time. Help me to be flexible in my attitudes and beliefs. Help me not to fear the transient nature of life. Help me to remember the eternal light which emanates from my soul and the eternal light which emanates from the heart of every living being. Help me to remember that I am eternally guided and loved by God and all creation. This is you trusting yourself, trusting in the power of the universe, and remaining flexible, and not fearing the fleeting, the transient nature of life, meaning the light and the dark. You know, this is you coming from that place of trust and faith, and knowing that, okay, whatever the situation is, I can handle it, and going for what your heart is, taking inspired action, coming from that heart space. All right, that's lovely energy, Sagis. I hope this message was helpful. If yes, then do remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share your thoughts, and let me know in the comments what you guys are coming across, what you are working on. And please take good care of yourself, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.